Hello, in this video, we are considering how to recapture a woman from another man. I often receive such messages. When a man says that there is one girl, a man wants to build a relationship with this girl, but she has another man. But this girl is unhappy with this man. Either the girl doesn't like this man. How do we know all this? It's simple. A man can communicate with a girl, and she complains to him about her relationship. The man wants to develop the situation and get rid of the opponent. What? In general, how to do it? In this video, I will tell you about all the possible options that we can expect in this scenario. I'll start from the beginning. If a girl moves from one relationship to another, this is a very unhealthy topic. A man can be sure of this. If a girl left another man for you, as it usually happens, the girl was disappointed in this man. She says they're together, but she doesn't feel anything for him. The fuse in the relationship is no longer the same. Or the girl can say that we broke up a couple of days ago. By the way, this is not true, because her boyfriend doesn't even know about it. The girl starts looking for another option. The girl wants to cling to another twig. A man should be sure that time will pass. A girl can do the same to him. After the girl completes her relationship, some time should pass. At least 2 months, and that's not enough. Only then is there an opportunity to start a new relationship. This will entail large costs. Let's start in order. A man begins to communicate with such a girl. Perhaps this man was already sitting with her in a cafe. Option 1. The girl begins to tell how much her man does for her, how a man tries to invest a resource in a relationship, and so on. At this stage, you get some access to this girl, but the girl is now stimulating you in full, so you start investing even more resources into the relationship. The girl is trying to tell you, look how he does it. Can you do that? At this moment, the man begins to act. Option 2. When there is communication between you. At the very beginning, a man does not care about the presence of someone else. Because a girl is cheating on her man with you, but the sense of belonging begins to develop very quickly. The ex-man of this girl starts to strain you a lot. If, of course, he is an ex. At this point, the man begins to limit the girl in everything. A man begins to monitor whether his girlfriend is communicating with an ex-boyfriend or not. The ex-boyfriend will always be present on your horizon. Option 3. The girl was abandoned by a guy. This is the most dangerous option, because a man may have a feeling that a girl is ready for a relationship. The girl says she doesn't like her ex-boyfriend. He's a terrible person. But of course, this is not true. The girl's pride is hurt. The girl really misses this man. It's just that at that moment, the girl was rejected. What will happen next? Then you become an emotional resource. It may take a month to, perhaps even less. But if the girl's ex-boyfriend tells her to come back, she wouldn't hesitate to run to him. You have to be ready for this. During the consultation process, I had such cases. When a man told me that I was listening to all your options, but I didn't have that because the girl ended the relationship. The girl started a relationship with me and her ex-boyfriend didn't show up anymore. Yes, it happens, but I remembered this man. But he has been in a relationship with this girl for 2 years. How did their relationship end? Yes, you guessed it. The girl went to another man. What other costs are possible at all? I have repeatedly said in my videos that in a love triangle, the winner is the one who comes out of it first. If the ex-boyfriend suddenly disappeared, there will definitely come a time when the girl will miss him. The girl will have nostalgia. A girl will always miss something. The girl will have a desire to return her ex. That is, there is a very high probability that the girl will begin to form a love triangle. By the way, another interesting option. When the Battle of the Rams begins, that's when the men found out about each other. Men begin to compete with each other. For a girl, this is the most beautiful alignment. Of course, the girl will say that men do not need to quarrel. No. But in fact, the girl's sense of self-importance begins to grow, because the guys quarreled because of her. But even assuming that everything went very smoothly, the man beat off the girl, won, and so on. However, it is impossible to avoid communication with her ex-boyfriend. The girl will communicate with him, Perhaps you will have a high bar of significance for the girl. If we talk about my main recommendation, don't get involved in this. Why? Because the attitude of the girls should come to a logical conclusion. After that, and even then not immediately. Now, a person can think about anything. If we imagine that you're fixated on one girl, it doesn't matter for what reason. But you just want this girl and that's it. No one can dissuade you. My advice to you is to wait at least 6 months. Although you don't have to wait. But after 6 months, ask the girl, are you together or not? How long have you been apart? Why did you break up? Who initiated the breakup? At the moment, it is already possible to predict further developments, the most painless option. If the man finds out that the breakup has occurred, the initiative is on the girl's side. It's been 2 months or 3. This is a relatively safe option. If you find out that a guy has dumped a girl, then it won't be easy. There are situations when a man wants to build a relationship with a girl who has a child. For example, a girl had a husband whom she abandoned or vice versa. That is, the balance of significance has already been broken. Just think about what you're getting into. Think 10 times, please. That is, they already have a point of contact. There are also a lot of such stories. Take my word for it. There will be many reasons to worry. I've heard hundreds of similar stories during consultations. The man won the girl. The girl has an ex-husband. Because when a girl has some kind of relationship, this pushes the guy to woo the girl. This is already very bad. This girl has a reason to meet her ex-husband. This is a joint child. Very often such meetings led to very bad consequences. Then the man begins to notice that the girl has some emotions towards the ex. The girl explains this by saying that this is the father of my child. We have to communicate and so on. This leads to the fact that the man fails the balance of importance. The man begins to suffer. As a result, the breakup of the relationship. An infinite number of resources invested in the girl. As a result, the man remains alone. That's why I recommend it. It is not necessary to seek a girl who is in a relationship. If the girl is bothering you herself, even in this scenario, I do not recommend it. Take my word for it. If a girl hangs herself on a man's neck, this does not mean that everything will be very simple. A girl will drag a man into an adventure. All costs will be on the man. If we are just talking about the situation that a man likes a girl, but she is in a relationship, just keep going. Don't look at her. I also consider it my duty to voice 2 more options. When a man thinks that a girl who is in a relationship is interested in him, the man has already come up with a joint future with this girl. Option 1. This is when the man of this girl just stopped paying attention to her. The girl just gets an emotional resource because her man stopped investing the resource in the relationship. The girl is trying to feel the demand in another place, but this girl is attached to her man. The girl will not leave him. Option 2. When a girl has a very comfortable man. The man satisfies the needs of this girl, but for this person, it just doesn't matter at all. The girl starts looking for something on the side. The girl is just comfortable in this situation. The girl just wants to have fun with you, that's all. You might even have sex. But the girl will not leave her man. You have to understand this. If the girl leaves, be ready to provide her with this comfort. In general, I can list everything indefinitely. I think you understand the meaning of this video. The relationship must come to a logical conclusion. Only then can a man think about the further development of events. If you liked it, we give a thumbs up to this video. Subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss new videos. See you soon.